I want to welcome everyone here. I look around in the crowd and I see a lot of people that stood here on day one when we announced at the State Fair back in August of 2012 with Rand Paul by my side that we were going to make industrial hemp a reality in Kentucky. And now here we are today to announce the viability of this crop and the beginning of a very prosperous future for a new industry in the state of Kentucky. So I want to welcome everyone here. Atalo Holdings has the most Kentucky hemp farmers involved with their project, more than any other. I know their chief executive officer very well. They have many familiar faces in the Kentucky ag community. To discuss the exciting plans they have for Kentucky, please welcome Andy Graves, CEO.
Thank you, Commissioner, and special guest. It's a pleasure to be here today. Boy, you have no idea. This all started 23 years ago for me when we were looking for an alternative to the use of this building, which is one that holds tobacco. My father, who's in the audience, and Dave Spalding and Joe Hickey, we went to a lot of places to educate people about what my dad already knew, what a lot of people in the state already knew, what was industrial hemp and what could you do with it. Today we roll forward now. The room's full of people with ideas, money, time, and a state that's looking for this, that's hungry to do something new. So it's real fun to be here today. I know, you may not believe this. Steve Bevan kind of gave wind to this. You're standing in the heart of hemp country today. Think about it. Nobody else is doing it. We have bluegrass, we have thoroughbreds, and now we have hemp. We shouldn't go any farther without making a real tribute to one of the most famous citizens of this state, former citizens of this state, Henry Clay. It was his action as a farmer and as a senator. He was able to get some seeds, I won't tell you how, from the Chinese, and he made this state famous by bringing on the variety called China Mington. So he was the man who made us famous in the hemp world to begin with, and now we hope that we will do him honor and do that all over again. Only there's a lot more you can do with the hemp today than he was doing with it way back. I come today as the CEO of Atalo Holdings. It's a brand new Kentucky corporation. Under its umbrella, it is a holding company, are three companies called Hemp Oil Kentucky, Kentucky Hemp Seed Research and Development, which I'll let you know about, and Kenex Kentucky. Today, we are the largest grower group. Atalo has 30 growers represented in 12 counties. We are growing hemp that will be combined with regular combines that will collect seeds. We also will be processing this crop. Our farmers are planting 545 acres. We have MOUs for that amount, and I would thank everyone at the KDA for all of the hard work. You have no idea. They're putting this together as we go. There is no other state doing it like we're doing it. They all are envious. And they all, if you hear that rumble, that's them coming up the track. They want a piece of this, but we are leading. We want to remain leaders, so we are moving fast. The members of my Atalo group are a special breed. Number one, you realize we're changing the tobacco landscape to a hemp landscape, and one of the premier people in the Atalo group is Tom Hutchins. He was the face of Rickard Seed Company. Rickard Seed was instrumental in developing burley tobacco seed that was sold all over the world. And when Tom sold the company, he was doing business in the United States, Mexico, and Brazil. He is integral to the parts of Atalo Holdings that will make us the hemp capital of the world all over again. Tom will help me through Kentucky Hemp Seed Research and Development, help us all, for that matter, develop new seeds, new varieties. He's working with 8 new hemp seed varieties this year alone that have come to us from Europe and Canada and some south of the border. Tom is a brilliant guy with a lot of energy. If you don't know him, I'm sure you will know him. But everything we're doing is seed development, processing, and those things that help farmers monetize this crop that they're growing. They cannot do anything with it unless there's a processor, a viable processor somewhere, and that is Atalo Holdings. Our breeding program, when we finally get it running, is going to allow farmers new varieties every year. Everybody goes out and buys a new car, so why shouldn't you get a new seed variety that has an end use specific to what you were doing? Right now we're using Finola seed, which is a Finnish variety. It's what we use to grow the seed, and then we'll combine it and crush it and sell. We'll actually sell the oil, the hemp oil. We actually can sell, we can dehull the seed and sell the hemp hearts, which over there on the table, if you haven't seen them, you need to go check that out. And then we do a kind of a fun thing. We grind the meal up into and dry it, and it's a fine powder. It's a protein powder. Very highly sought after, really high protein. So we've been working towards this for 22 years, and we're just beginning. We don't have all the answers. Every day we learn a few more answers. But our partners, Steve Bevan, and by the way, we've purchased the Rickard Seed facility. How about that? We're retrofitting an industry into a new one. What was old is going to be new all over again. Gincana Global will be our partner in that facility, and we're very excited to create a campus atmosphere. In that facility, which is on Colby Road between here and Winchester, we can monetize for a farmer any aspect of the hemp crop. I want to end by telling you something Thomas Jefferson once said: the best thing a man can do for his country is to add another crop into the rotation of his fields. So we're in a really precarious crossroad right now in ag history in this state. We're adding another crop to the rotation of the fields, and it's a special occasion because not very many times in your life do you ever get to see that. And I'm happy to welcome you all to the future here in the heart of hemp country. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy, and thank you for your investment in Kentucky.